Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here once again playing NASCAR Heat 5. And today we're here for the Xfinity Series. I believe the first time ever we played NASCAR Heat 5 with the Xfinity Series. Now, the Xfinity Series is one of the ones that of the three top, or national series you could say for NASCAR, Xfinity is the one that I watch the least, I guess care the least about. Trucks I really enjoy, and the Cup I enjoy. Okay, so those are ones that I like. Cup has been something that I've watched forever. And probably the sport that I've been into the longest has been NASCAR, specifically the Cup level. So I've watched Cup forever. Since I was a little kid, really. So that's that, but got in the trucks a while ago, and that's always been fun to watch. So I guess it's going to spin into less.
All right, that's it.
But we're going to play it here. We're going to do the playoffs for you guys. Not that I don't like watching this. We're going to put it that way. I don't say, I don't like watching Xfinity, but I just happen to watch it less than the other two. If there's one, it comes to a weekend where I don't watch a race, it's going to most likely be the Xfinity Series. Now, in the Xfinity, I do root for Chase Briscoe. Drives for Stewart Haas Racing, so, I've been a Tony Stewart fan for a while. Tony Stewart and Kevin Hart are my favorite drivers, so, that connection for Stewart Haas is right there. Chase Briscoe being part of that, so I'll always root for Stewart Haas drivers. It doesn't really, Kevin Harvick is my favorite of all the drivers, but if a Stewart Haas driver wins, I'm still happy with that. So, because the Xfinity Series, Chase Briscoe is really the main driver that I root for in that. Throughout the years, I've liked other ones. Chase Elliott and William Byron are the ones that really come to mind for drivers that I've liked the most in the Xfinity Series. So, but I think they'll Chase Briscoe into that group for sure. And he's one of the two Ford drivers. It's kind of wild that Ford has such a small presence in this series. But here we are. We're into the race, and first playoff race for the Xfinity Series. And again, first time we're playing this on the channel, which is kind of wild. I really haven't done many Xfinity Series races in this game. I've done, I could think of like one or two, really. So here we are. We're trying to get up here. Now we had decent run in the Truck Series in this video yesterday, where we played Las Vegas. And again, Ross Chastain was the guy that was there. Of course, we were teammates with him racing with Natalie Decker last time, but we're not teammates with Ross Chastain this time. We don't really have a teammate. I guess the closest to a teammate you could say is Austin Cindric, because the two Ford drivers tend to work together. So I guess if I'm going to have a teammate, it's Austin Cindric, but there really isn't one this time. Because we can talk about Chase Briscoe a little bit, though, if I think he should move up. It's really hard for me to say who I want to race for Stewart Haas, because I'm definitely torn between who I want to drive for 14 car. It's not Clint Bowyer, I'll tell you that. I really like the idea of Kyle Larson driving that car. Kyle Larson, driver that I've liked for most of his career. Obviously, he made some mistakes during the iRacing, and he's apologized for that. I think he's learned from that. So, I think he deserves to be back in Cup, and he's one of the very talented drivers, and I'm not having to confuse. Would be absolutely wild if he never came back. I think that he's one of those rare talents that's up there with those just when it comes to racing, is so talented, and I think that he should be a Cup driver. And I would absolutely love to see him race for Stewart Haas. He's a great talent, like I said, and he just fits in. Like, he has that image now. People think he's just this bad guy kind of image. And really, when you think of Stewart Haas as a team, they've had some drivers with some that have had some issues over the years. Tony Stewart's had plenty of his own issues. And Kevin Harvick's tried to fight half the field at one point, probably. You had Kurt Busch for a while, who had his issues. Danica Patrick had her attitude all the time, and even looking at the drivers now, Clint Boyer has his whole vibe. And, you know, so a lot of the team has always had that. And I mean, Gene Haas himself has gotten in trouble, so the whole team is just supposed to get in trouble and have these attitudes. And I think that people have Kyle Larson fitting good with the team now. But Kyle Larson being a dirt racer, Tony Stewart loves dirt racing. Owning Eldora, he put out a dirt racing video game recently. Like, that type of thing, I think having Kyle Larson there, plus he wants to be able to do his dirt racing, and Kyle Larson loves dirt racing. Obviously, by what he's done not being in NASCAR, all the dirt races he's won in the past few months. I think there's a good chance that he could end up there as Stewart Haas, and I think that it would be good for him because he wants to do his dirt racing. I think Tony Stewart, as a team owner, is going to be okay with him doing dirt racing. That was the thing we can ask you, that Larson couldn't always just go out and do dirt racing that he wanted to do. And I think Tony Stewart would be okay with that, is saying, yeah, you want to do dirt racing, go ahead. Go do this race if you want during the week. And I think that's good for him to have. So I think Kyle Larson in the 14 car would be brilliant. Now, do I think Chase Briscoe should move up? I really do. I think that Chase Briscoe would be great to have part of Stewart Haas as well. So it's hard to just say, who do I want definitively in the 14? I guess I would say Kyle Larson, but it's really hard because there are just... Chase Briscoe seems to be like he's going to be really good. And he's done amazing in the Xfinity Series. He's had a little bit of a few down races here towards the end of the regular season, but, he won, at the time of this recording, he's won 6 races. Like, that's impressive. And some people may say, oh, the Xfinity Series don't have that many talented drivers this season, but it's not bad series. It's not like they're all bad drivers, so I definitely think that Chase Briscoe would be good to move up. Now, could there be a thing where you put Chase Briscoe in at Go Fast Racing because they have an alliance with Stewart Haas, and do you put him there for a couple seasons? Let him get used to the Cup level, and then move Briscoe to, like, say, the 4 car if Kevin Harvick retires at the end of 2023? Because I can see that being a potential. 23 is a few years out, and Kevin Harvick will be, late 40s at that point? Because he's, like, 44 or 43 right now, so I could see that being a move where you put Briscoe there at Go Fast Racing, you drive the 32 car, and then 2024 you move him up to the 4 car. Or if Eric Almirola gets heated, if Smithfield doesn't stay sponsoring after a few more years, because he's staying now, but will he stay much longer after that? Who knows? I'm glad to have led a few laps here at Las Vegas, something we didn't get to do in the Truck Series race. It's been a track that I have not won at in this game, and I've struggled at it really for a while in NASCAR heat games in general. So to be doing this good again, I'm just surprised that I'm this far up in this race as well. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to start running the high lane a little bit more here. Let's see if we can maybe start making up some time with that. After we lost the lead to Brennan Jones and then Ryan Sieg taking second away from us. Michael Annett and Austin Cindric now going to the bottom there. So, yeah, but back to that real quick. I think that you put Larson in the 14. You move Briscoe to the 32, so you move him up. Or you give him another year in Xfinity Series and then move him to the 32 and 22. That's always a potential as well. Because I do think that spending that many years in a bad car, I don't really think you need to do that. I think, a year or two to get used to the series isn't terrible. I think you give him 22, 23, and then, his third year in Cup. Okay, you're going to go to the main team in your car with the tires, or, the 10 if Almirola does whatever. Because you got to think, in a few years, I think you're going to have 2 openings at Speedway. I think that's the thing. I think that now there's 1. I'm going 4 tires here. I dropped way back because of that mistake, but I want 4 tires.
All right, be smart out there.
So I think that at the moment, Stewart-Haas has the 14 car potentially open, but I think a few years and you're going to have a whole new lineup of Stewart-Haas besides Cole Custer staying in the 41. I think we're going to see, a move up for Briscoe, and if not next year, 22 to either Stewart-Haas or Go Fast Racing. And then I would be surprised if Harvick kept going after 2023. I mean, I'd be happy with him to keep going, obviously. He's my favorite driver. But I'd be surprised if he did. So,
all clear, no pressure from behind. Got one outside now.
There's that. So you're probably going to have the 4 car open. You're probably going to have the 10 car, but I don't know how much more time Almirola is really going to do. Smithfield wants to keep sponsoring because they already cut down some sponsorships, so we'll see. I think you either give Briscoe another year or you move him to Go Fast Racing. I think you get Kyle Larson in that 14 car. Tony Stewart's wanted Larson there for a while. I think the 14 is really his number to choose who he wants in. I think that there's sort of I think really the 14 is Tony Stewart's number to pick who he wants in it, and I think that you have the 41, which is really Gene Haas's number to pick who they want in it, and I think the other 2 are just kind of who they get in kind of thing. And I think that the 4 being Kevin Harvick, I think that might lean more towards a Tony Stewart car. And then the 10s is sort of whatever. But I don't know. I don't really know how it's broken down. But that's just how it feels to me. Is that the 14 is definitely the Stewart choice. And the 41 is definitely the Haas choice. But that doesn't matter at the moment. We're going to see who gets in that car in a few weeks, probably in the 14. Caution comes out. We're going to end up being in 9th. Decent recovery from doing that pit stop. I should have looked more before I just jumped into doing it. But it's okay. 9th, top 10, and we led a few laps. So I'll take it. So that's that. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think between Kyle Larson and Chase Briscoe. Who do you think should be in the 14 car? Or, as an outside chance, will Clint Bowyer be staying in that car? So basically, who do you think gets the 14 car in 2021? Chase Briscoe, Kyle Larson, or Clint Bowyer? So comment down below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.